All right. Here is like the third video I made, and this is hilarious because every time I made this video, and it's passionate too, but the mic has been off the whole entire time every time I'm talking. This is that was I'm glad I didn't post none of those videos because that would just be funny. People just gonna be watching like, what is he saying? I gotta read his lips now. Nah. So okay. Whew, let me get back. Let me get back into to my space. This is pretty much a venting. I'm just venting. By the way, like and subscribe. I am the seventh Joy Boy, and I am a New Orleans Saints fan. I am not an analyst. I am not someone who has credentials as other people like Ross Jackson, Nick Underhill. I am not them. I am just a fan. And this fan has come across a lot of information that these guys like Nick and Ross Jackson, um, whoever whoever else is in the industry, have come across a lot of information. And if you really look at it, and if it went through a shredder, and you had put it all together, it will start making more and more sense. It'll just make more and more sense. Like right now, the Saints, what they going through is went through a shredder, and information is everywhere. So let's backtrack and say, how the freak does Mickey Loomis lose Sean Payton, a Hall of Fame coach that is not a regular Hall of Fame coach? Because no coaches that I know has gone through Katrina, built a city, and built a team, and has a vision at the same time of of the team. And say honestly, if anything, if Sean Payton retired as head coach, I will hire him as the GM for the New Orleans Saints. That'll probably be the bad move, but I will probably hire Sean Payton as a GM for the New Orleans Saints. The man has a vision. No, who don't? You don't deserve for me to spell your name correctly. This man. This man does not have a vision for this New Orleans Saints because he doesn't know football and he doesn't have trust within the players. You don't trust the players. You said we got the talent in here, saying the talent was more than the coach. I do not know who told you that. Coaches matter. Coaches build up schemes. They have a set vision for the team and what they want to build around players that are on their team that are names. Alvin Kamara, Cam Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore. We build around Marshawn Lattimore a lot. I don't think so. I think Mickey Loomis was building to get rid of Marshawn Lattimore. It's more like you're trying to get rid of the guys that Sean wanted, probably. Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. When Sean goes, the players must go. And these are a lot of Sean Payton players. And you know you couldn't let all of them go. You know exactly why you couldn't let all of them go. But you are already going through it now. You know, you're already going through a losing season. Multiple times you went through a losing season. You're going to have a top five pick probably if you don't relinquish power and give it to, ooh, don't know who that is. Dennis Allen. Do you trust Dennis Allen, Mickey? Because I don't. I don't think you trust him. I don't think you trust Dan Rizzi either. Because if you got rid of Dennis Allen, you put Dan Rizzi in here, who's going to play for you? Nobody's going to play for you, Mickey, because of what you did to Michael Thomas, and Sean Payton. But the love of this man and the love of his wife, Gail Benson, kept y'all around. She's keeping you around. But I guarantee you, if it was the daughter, you would not be here, Mickey. She would have sold the team. And we all thought like, oh, she's evil, this, and that, third. But it started to make sense now why she would sell the team because she probably don't like you. But Gail does because she's saying she's been around you for a while, and Tom Benson and you are friends of this family. That's why. She don't care. She wants results. She wants results. She's keeping this family orientated. The result, Mickey, is you're showing that you're incompetent. You're showing that you're pigheaded. You're showing that the players cannot trust you. The players will not fight for you. The players do not want you. But obviously, she can fire you. She won't fire you because of the relationship that you had with Tom Benson. You are a friend of the family. You've been around for a long time. It's hard to do so. It's hard to let someone like that go. Understandable. But in cases like this, it takes a man to realize when he's wrong. It takes a man to realize that he has to apologize. And Gail is giving you that time. First season while Sean Payton, he didn't realize it. The second season while Sean Payton, he didn't realize it. Now we're in the third season. The players are going to make you realize something. And they have. That Thursday night game was the worst game that a football team can play. And it could get way worse. There's going to be a time, if you don't realize it, Mickey, that these guys will go in during halftime and they will not come out. If not that, it will be the starters that won't come out, and you'll have the second string and third string players to play to make a lives for themselves on this team because other guys are not throwing their lives away for nothing. These guys could be spending time with their families, or they could go to a different team and make money. If you can't do neither one of these, Mickey, if you can't open your ears, if I had something to clean out my ears, I could show you how to clean out your ears, Mickey. I don't, because I'm actually listening. I'm actually hearing the players. I'm hearing the coach. I hear the fans, but they're all that channel rage that is drawn to Dennis Allen is really being drawn to you. You know what's funny? There was a time that Ryan Clark, I think Ryan Clark said this. Ryan Clark said when he was with Nick Saban, uh, he used to yell at him, and he's like, "Why he yell at me for when I'm doing everything that he asks of me? Like, why you doing that?" And he's saying like, "It's not you that I'm yelling at, right? I'm yelling at all the players around you, but I'm yelling to you because you can take what I can say. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can handle like harsh criticism that I could give them." And that is true. Not everybody can handle harsh criticism that you could give them. So you have to channel it through one player that everybody can hear. Everybody can hear saying, like, "Dude, that's the guy. He's yelling at the guy." What? And this is pretty much what the fans are doing. They are yelling at Dennis Allen because one, he can take it because he already went through it with the Raiders. And that was a bad organization. They put him in a bad spot. You're doing the same thing that the Raiders have done to Dennis Allen. That's not right, Mickey. Um, but Dennis Allen could take it, but the players are not. The players are not going to let you tarnish Dennis Allen. They're not going to let you tarnish Sean Payton. You did for real. For real. I can't believe this one. That, what you did to Michael Thomas, is borderline criminal. And you should face the music for it because you did wrong by Michael Thomas. You for sure did. The man can't even play football no more. And he loves playing football. He loves being a competitor. You took that away from him. There's gonna come a time in life, like I said, a man's gonna have to realize he did wrong. But there's a time where there's no time. There's no time to think. There's actions that need to be taken immediately. And the actions is for the players to boycott this team. I salute Michael Thomas for one. Salute that man. There's a time for this team to go ahead and fight against the powers that be and comes through a rat. It comes through a snake within my boot. You are the rat and you are the snake. You are venom and you are the plague. You are killing this team through your decisions. You are killing this team through your emotions. You, Mickey Loomis, are not fit to be the GM of the New Orleans Saints unless you relinquish power and give power back to the people that know football, the people that make football football. You are not making football football. You're making it into a business. And it's like a video game to you. I could just plug and play players anywhere. I got coaches that could go ahead and work with all the players. Doesn't matter. You are the worst person pulling the strings right now because how the way this game looked on Thursday, crazy. How the way it's going to look further on, you're only going to have 2 wins on the season. I promise you that. I hope the players do not win not one single game further because of your decision making. Unless you want to change your ways to salvage the season, the Saints lost 5 games, right? They won 2. They honestly can come back and win the rest of these games and put them into the playoffs still. But you have to make a choice. Do you want to rebuild now or do you want to win now? Because we could win now with the people we got. You got to relinquish power. If you don't want to win now, then we can keep on doing what we're doing. You can keep the power. But you're going to have to rebuild this team each and every year because you're going to have a first round draft pick, just like the Cleveland Browns, almost each and every year. Because why? If the GM ain't doing a good job, that we're gonna keep on forcing his hand until he start actually listen. And if he don't want to listen, then anybody that you bring in here is not going to pan out. You're gonna have to go ahead and get people from college, coaches from college to try to play with you. And even then, if it's too bad of a situation, they might not play with you. Man, you might have to coach the team yourself. You might have to be the offensive and defensive coordinator and special teams coach. Mickey, can you do that? Can you also be a doctor, Mickey? Can you determine if a player is hurt or not? What do you say to Apostle Debo? What do you say to Apostle Debo when you went to see him? Are you really hurt? Or some bull junk or whatnot? I don't know. I don't know. I know for a fact that you do not trust these players. For a fact, you do not trust these coaches. For a fact that you are pigheaded. For a fact that you do not like Michael Thomas or Sean Payton because you believe that Michael Thomas is going to steal money from you. Man was hurt. He played injured through a whole season. Caught 150 passes. What else? What more do you want from him? You want his soul? Ain't no man gonna give you their soul. Ain't no real man gonna give you that. They gave you what they could on the field. They ain't gonna give you their soul. But there's a snake in my boot. There was Spencer Rattler, but this one got some harsh venom. He's been in there for 37 years. It's Mickey Loomis. Now, I'll say to the fans of the New Orleans Saints, y'all could keep watching them. Y'all could go and not watch them. Y'all could hope and pray that the team gets sold. As long as this man, Mickey Loomis, is no longer there, that it's a good day. But most likely he still is going to be there because Gail Benson has love in her heart for Tom Benson. I I I I probably would like to see the daughter took control. I wish she did. I wish she did. Because then we'll get to see like who was wrong and who was right. But we'll never get to see that because what happened has happened. And as Gail said, whoever comes to buy this team, they can't move this team out of New Orleans. And that is in her will. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Because maybe it's Mickey Loomis that wants to move this team out of New Orleans. Who knows? Maybe he's sabotaging this team just to move them out of New Orleans. If that's the case, Mickey, then you are the enemy of the state of Louisiana. You got to go. If you want to go to the Eagles because you're giving a whole bunch of draft picks to the Eagles, you want to be a GM for them, go over there. Go over there because they're already going through a bad situation with a head coach too, and they might get rid of their GM. You got options now. Just leave my team and leave my city the F alone. All right, that's it. But still, everybody can be redeemed. I don't know about that Michael Thomas thing though. But everybody can be redeemed. You got to relinquish that power. Gail Benson know what's going on as well. She's observing you, but the love that she has, going to start running out. Mm, it's going to start running out because once you start losing, everybody gets on the hot seat. Everybody gets on the hot seat when you start losing, baby. You 2-5. You don't want to be 2-6. I want to be 2-7, 2-8. You know what? If the Saints, I don't know who they got to play next. I hope that they play Panthers. And the Saints don't score one touchdown. The Saints don't score one touchdown and they get blown out by 60 points. If you don't want to listen, I want them to get blown out by 80. I would love to see my team get blown out by 80 points as long as you still the GM. It's a win for me. It's a win for my team because that shows unity on my team. They do not want to fight for you. They do not want to fight with you. They rather lose with you than fight for you because you didn't fight for nobody. You morally fought against your own house. You fought against the people in your own house. How you think you're going to live here when they helped you build here? It's crazy. Mickey Loomis, ladies and gentlemen, this is your GM of the New Orleans Saints, the snake, the rat, the boot he needs. Joe Boy out.